What would you do if your daughter, sister, or friend was stolen from her family and forced into the sex trade? Did you know that human trafficking is the fastest growing criminal activity in the world? According to the United States Department of Health and Welfare, approximately 600 to 800,000 victims annually are trafficked across international borders worldwide. In order to end human trafficking, we must help raise awareness about this horrible crime. In order for us to raise awareness, we must understand what human trafficking is, what a trafficking victim looks like, and what to do if you suspect someone is a victim. What is human trafficking? There are two types of trafficking: sex trafficking and labor trafficking. Human trafficking, in essence, is the illegal trade of human beings for the purposes of commercial sexual exploitation or forced labor. No one volunteers to be exploited. Traffickers frequently recruit people through fraudulent advertising, promising legitimate jobs as hostesses, housekeepers, or work in agricultural industry, and then they take the victim and force them to work for no pay or have them work illegally. Human trafficking does not require crossing international borders or any kind of traveling at all. Victims can be male, female, or even small children. What does a human trafficking victim look like? Human trafficking has to involve forced labor or commercial sex with minors. Here's an example from the Human Smuggling and Trafficking Center. Local law enforcement authorities executed a search warrant at a brothel and arrested three 17-year-old girls for prostitution. The Department of Family Services notified Immigration and Customs Enforcement concerning the illegal immigration status of the three juveniles. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents interviewed the three girls and learned that they were smuggled into the United States. Were the girls smuggled or trafficked? The girls were trafficked into the United States. All three girls were juveniles and were performing commercial sex acts. Since the girls were under the age of 18, they would be considered victims of severe forms of trafficking, regardless of whether or not they had consented to participate or been paid to be brought illegally into the U.S. According to humantrafficking.org, victims of sex trafficking are often found in the streets or working in establishments that offer commercial sex acts. For example, brothels, strip clubs, pornography production houses. And people forced into indentured servitude can be found in sweatshops where abusive labor standards are present, commercial agricultural situations, domestic situations such as housekeepers, or construction sites, particularly if public access is denied. What should you do if you suspect someone is a victim? Well, part of knowing about the problem is knowing what to do to fix it. According to the FBI, you can report trafficking crimes and get help by calling the Department of Justice Trafficking in Persons and Worker Exploitation Task Force complaint line at 1-888-428-7581. We must help end human trafficking by reporting suspected trafficking victims to the authorities, avoiding fraudulent schemes that may be trafficking, spreading information about human trafficking to family and friends, and we need to donate to charities that are counseling and helping to restore trafficking victims. So now you know what human trafficking is, you know what a trafficking victim looks like, and you know what to do if you suspect someone is a victim. We need to end this horrible practice. I urge you to spread the word about human trafficking, to continue to learn more about it, and to help raise support for those who have been victimized by the fastest growing criminal activity in the world.